Breaking news: Simon Ekpa sues former ally Ngozi Orabueze over Biafran government faction alleged database hijack. Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, also freedom all over the world. Once again, we are here, to discuss a very critical issue that just came up now. I don't know how true this information might be, but the reality is that it is currently trending on every platform. And this is the issue of Simon Ekpa, suing Ngozi Orabueze. I don't know the situation. I don't know how true that is. But let us go into the full detail of, how the whole thing ensued and what is currently happening on that. The news in detail. The Prime Minister of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, has launched a legal battle against his former ally, Ngozi Orabueze, over the creation of rival faction of the Biafran Republic government in Ezai, Brigi, and the alleged hijacking of his members' database. According to court documents obtained by People's Gazette, the lawsuit was filed on May 29, 2025, at the United States District Court for the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C. The suit was submitted by U.S.-based attorney Aman Dabiri on behalf of Simon Ekpa. Ngozi Orabueze, named as the first defendant, is accused of splintering the East-Side Biafran movement and establishing a parallel government entity. Alongside her, several others have been listed as co-defendants, including Adaeze, Ugbonna Christian Olejema, Uchenna Obijiako, Diana M. Solomon Nkwocha, and Ijeoma Eze. The lawsuit also implicates other individuals such as Ulo Ugbonna, Naria Ofoma, Ebenezer Anene, Goswill Iro, Dorothy Anthony, Rose Ikejora Ago, among others. Additionally, the case names the Biafran Republic government in Ezai de facto corporation as a defendant. In his filings, Mr. Dabiri claimed to be suing on behalf of Brigi, Biafran Republic government in Ezai, and the group's embattled leader, Mr. Ekpa, who is currently facing trial on terrorism charges in Finland. He accused Mrs. Orabueze of launching a hostile takeover of Biafran Republic government in Ezai, Brigi, setting up a parallel government, stealing the database and assets of IPOB members, and committing fraud. Court documents showed that the matter began in December 2024 when Mrs. Orabueze began the alleged takeover of Brigi after she declared herself as the group's acting deputy prime minister and head of state before summarily moving the organization's properties, including declaration documents and database of the members, from Finland to the United States, where she is based. We continue with the news. Mr. Dabiri noted that the defendant's power grab continued when she unilaterally announced the mass firing of Brigade members and the cancellation of the organization's active contracts with various entities, including those of the law offices of Aman Dabiri and Associates, the firm serving as the legal representative for the group in the United States. Subsequently, Ms. Orabueze left Brigi to create a parallel organization to compete against the former faction, registering the United States of Biafran Republic government in Ezai de facto corp as an organization in the state of Georgia on January 5, 2025, the court filing stated. Despite Ms. Orabueze's departure from Brigi, court documents noted that the defendant attempted to continue using the services of the organization, including those provided by lobbying firm Moran Global Strategies and the law offices of Aman Dabiri and Associate PLLC. She also alleged she continued to use the intellectual properties of Brigi, including trademarks, logos, buildings, and identities for personal gain, prompting Mr. Dabiri to file a lawsuit against her at the Federal High Court in Washington. Meanwhile, the plaintiff claimed that Mrs. Orabueze's action cost Briggy an estimated $500,000 in financial and property losses, asking the court to award $1.7 million in damages against the defendant and an additional amount for prejudgment interest on the commercial losses suffered by the plaintiff. The plaintiff is also asking the court to award reasonable financial penalties in punitive damages, attorney's fee and cost and expenses of the actions against the defendant. Mr. Simon Ekpa Njoku remains in pre-trial detention for public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent. Hearing into his case began in May and will continue this month, according to the Päijät-Häme District Court in Finland. Meanwhile, the Nigerian government has been urged to seek the extradition of Mr. Simon Ekpa, considered an ally of IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But that is not, the issue we are actually talking about. Now, I don't know how this issue, deteriorated and got to the level of the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, taking Madam Ngozi Orabueze to court. How did it all happen? How did we get here? Has it gotten to the level that we now take each other to court or in the name of personal gain? But whatever the case may be, I want to drop a very important video for every Biafran concerning the issue on ground and how this whole thing started. Please make sure you're sharing this video to as many groups and platforms as possible, because this video actually entails a lot of details, for every Biafran to know what is actually happening currently on this issue. Enjoy and make sure you share.